What's up, everyone? So check this out. What if we couldn't spell? What if no one could spell? What if no one were reading? What if nothing was ever written? We would still be able to communicate, right? We would still communicate one way or the other. Well, check this out. That's what the ancients did. They didn't use words. They didn't use writing. They didn't spell, right? They used what they called Phoenician, which was a spoken language, not written down. It was Phoenician. When you see things written down in ancient, it's symbols, right? Symbol. Now, symbol was also an instrument that produces sound. This was the idea. It was a frequency. When you saw it, you understood what it said. You didn't have to read it. You understood what the symbol meant. Now we call symbols logos, but logos in Greek is words. So a symbol now, like a Nike check, why are we calling it a logo? Logos is words. So logos is what you spell with, right? That's what you cast spells with. This is why a lot of us can't understand language and understand ourselves hidden in the language. So it just hit me. They say that, wisdom comes to those who observe. So I'm going to show you some things that, some of it learned, some of it observed. So a lot of this I'm going to say you can trace back etymologically to etymology, but a lot of it, just use your mind and expand your mind. Work with me, follow me. So anyway, energy, we're referred to as energy. Energy, N is spelled I-N, but energy is spelled E-N. Forget about that. Let's make it inner, I-N-N-E-R. What to do with that G? Okay. If you take a letter G, right, and the G goes around like this and stops, right? Make that capital G and just keep going. It continues to go. Like a swirl, it continues to twirl out. Like a chakra, which means wheel or turn. So energy, your inner G, your inner wheels, your inner God, your inner energy, right? Okay, so energy, we're referred to as this. When you go and you want a president, right, you have to vote for one, right? Now, vote is spelled V-O-T-E, but if we didn't write language down, it's pronounced V-O-L-T, vote. We vote, right? So we vote for who we want to be in charge, right? In charge of us, or who we want to be in power. And when we do this, we go to what they call terminals or posts, right? Posts. You ever charge a battery? You have to put the clamps on the posts, right? So you go to the post and then you vote, right, at the post or the terminal for who you want in charge. Now, we all know that there's two different types of votes, right? V-O-L-T. But whose votes counts? Your vote or the electoral vote? Electoral vote. Why all this energy? When I started this video, I said, what's up, right? Take the H out. There's no H in what. You just say what. Watt. Watt is energy. Watt. It's a measurement of energy. Joule. G-U-L-E-S. A measurement of energy. But we put jewels on, don't we? We wear jewels, right? We love jewels. And we laugh at, people who understand or believe that there's energy in stones. But maybe the problem is we're calling them stones. Maybe we should call them jewels, because that was the original meaning, is that it gave you some type of energy or helped in some type of way. It's a mineral from the earth, but we don't believe it has energy. We laugh at stuff like this. But we once believed in, somebody walking on water. Some of you still do. But just consider this. Look at the words, man. Pineal gland, right? This word is mentioned in the Bible. Jacob said he called this place pineal because there I saw the face of God. I'll show you something amazing. Pineal produces what they call DMT. DMT is in different substances found on this planet, right? DMT is said to make you trip or take you on a trip. The word for DMT is dimethyltryptamine. Dimethyltryptamine. Dimethyl and tryptamine. Trip is what it's supposed to take you on. That's why they say he's tripping. He's on something, right? It took him on a trip. It take that TRYP and make it trip, of course, like a journey. But they never focus on the word die. Die. In dimethyltryptamine. Watch this. When you are asleep, when you dream, right? Dream is another word for water, which is mare, which is where you get the word nightmare, which is where you get the word Mare, right? Or Mary, mother of Jesus, right? All this stuff comes in with words. All this, it's all in your head, right? So the pineal gland, when you dream or ream or mare, right, or mare, have a nightmare, when you dream at night, it's because your pineal gland produces more DMT at night when you sleep to help you dream, right? Or when you die, your brain produces tons of DMT. Is that why they call it die? Is that why when you dream, you feel that you've been in another dimension? Dimension. Is this funny? Is this crazy? Or am I making it up? Just think about it. Dimethyltryptamine. The pineal gland produces more DMT when you go to sleep and when you die. When you dream, you're in another place, right? What's going on with that? What's up with that? When you die, do you go to another place? I don't know. I just know that the meaning of words are powerful. I'll put it like this. The language we will be speaking will be called Phoenician, correct? The vocal language, an oral language not written down. When you write a word down, it's called definition. Definition, right? So when you definition a word, you write the word down. This is why we always want to know the definition. What does that word mean? Because our understanding is within words. But understand this, symbols are still used today. I think the problem with a lot of people who believe in Christianity and other religions is that they believe because people use ancient symbols that it's really a devil that exists. But really, it's code. You have been taught to believe these symbols are evil while they use them freely to communicate. It is said, those who understand symbolism will be the wisest ones to come. Please understand symbolism and you will understand languages like you never thought before. Look at the etymology of words, but never forget to look at the original meaning of symbols, not what you believe the symbol to be. Don't look at the eye and think it means Illuminati or evil. The eye is simply the pineal gland. It's shaped just like it's carved in the stone. It's shaped exactly the same way. Everything lines up. I promise you, and it's all hidden in every one of your religions. But instead of God being outside of you, this thing is inside of you. It's inside of you. Remember that. Elevate, evolve, and expand your mind. Don't be so quick to write something off. Because look around you. I feel like this. We got pyramids all over the planet, like literally all over the planet, in America and everything. Look it up. These ancient people were doing things that we can't do today. Prove me wrong. Look at how the pyramids were built and tell me we can do it today. Why are we writing off things that they believed and studied as pseudo when they were able to do more than we're able to do now? Think. It's funny to me how we'll leave one belief and then go and then shun all others as if they are beliefs. You put them in categories, but they're not. They shouldn't belong in categories. This is not a belief. It's all around you. We're hidden in the words. Think about it. For instance, it's understood, during slavery. Of course, we look at it as a racial thing. But what if I told you that, our race, or the melanated race with more melanin in their skin, they can work in the sun without being burned, right? So they were used more as work for labor. This word watt, you think about this, it's talk about energy. Look at hair, how it defies energy, how it defies gravity. Who walks around like they're constantly connected to something jolting them? Who walks around like that? And you've been taught to hate yourself. I'm not saying that, anybody is superior to anyone. What I'm saying is understand that genetically, these words are written these words are written behind you. These words are written behind your culture. You are indigenous people. You created all these words. You created this language, or you created the languages that these new languages were built off of in the beginning anyway. These cultures learned from us. So we used ourselves in our language. You understand? Or the ancients used themselves in our language or in their language. I like to say us because I think we're all joined. I don't think we ever really are disconnected. I think we just believe we're disconnected when we're really all connected. That's why I look at words like I, and I don't use that letter. I use E-Y-E. If I write they, I spell it T-H-E-Y-E. If I write we, I spell it W-E-Y-E. I continue to always do that because I believe that we are all connected. I believe we're all connected. And I feel like as soon as we can drop all these walls and look and see it for what it is, we'll see we're truly connected and we can come together. And we can piece this world together. P-E-A-C-E. Piece it together. Because right now, it's more than definitely broken. It's confused. In fact, the word fuse is a is a tool that's used to continue a current of energy. So when you fuse something, you connect it, right? To continue a current of energy. It's funny how we say current, like with water and energy and even time, at this current place in time. We use energy in everything. It's funny. But when you put that fuse there and you have it fused, then there's a consistent current. But when you are confused or you remove the fuse, you are disconnected and you are confused. There's no current, right? You've lost your connection. It's time for us to get our connection back. Expand your mind. Evolve. Holla.